Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mihir Shah once again with another video. In this video, we are going to do a revision on taxable and non-taxable goods and service related problem sums. Okay, now this is a continuation of the topic called as exemption list, which we had done earlier. Okay, exemption list may we get a list where we come to, where we learn what are the taxable and non-taxable goods. Now, how to apply that into the problem sum? Okay, we had taken a couple of sums there. Now, in this revision, we are going to list out all the various transactions that can appear in your paper. Okay, whereby we'll be just taking the transaction and we are stating that stating them whether they are taxable or non-taxable. Now, there are three parts of this particular revision based on taxable and non-taxable goods and services. I can guarantee you all that if you'll go through all the three parts of this particular topic, you will be able to attempt any kind of transaction which will be given in the exam based on taxable and non-taxable goods and services. Okay. So we are going to take up the very first part where we will be taking up around 30 to 40 transactions, and we will be stating whether they are taxable or non-taxable. Okay, this is the part one of our revision based on taxable and non-taxable goods and services. So let us start with the very uh, first parts of the transactions. Okay, under particulars, and we have taxable and non-taxable. So first, rent received for machinery in a factory. Now remember, whenever you receive anything for commercial purpose, the entire answer will be your transaction will be taxable. Rent received for agricultural product, anything related to agriculture, non-taxable. Rent received for hostel for working women. Now there under GST there is nothing mentioned that working women will get any benefit from GST or not under the hostel, so it is purely taxable because it's a service which has been provided. Rent received for open plot of land for animal husbandry. Again, animal husbandry is something related to nature, so non-taxable. A hall was let out for religious purpose for general public. So religious purpose ke liye if a hall is given out. Now the rule is for this is if it's given for general public, okay, and not for religious work. Okay, see, it is given a hall was let out for religious purpose for general public. Now the rule is if the value of the hall is more than 10,000. Okay, so if I'm writing here, if it is greater than 10,000 per day. If it is greater than 10,000 per day, then the entire answer will become taxable. Okay, next, hotel rooms are let out at a tariff of 1200 per day. The rule is if the tariff is less than 1000 a day, you don't have to pay GST. If it is more than 1000, GST will be applicable, so it is taxable. Commission charges for preparation of demand draft. Okay, demand draft के लिए whatever amount printing के लिए whatever amount is been charged, it will be taxable. So yes, it is taxable. Okay. So these are the first seven transactions. We go to the jump to the next seven. Charges for late payment of dues on credit card outstanding. Yes, it is taxable because like for credit card and debit card pay, everything is chargeable. It is taxable because service has been provided. Rent of safe deposit locker. Yes, it is taxable. And you will see always remember in banking only for saving account and for loan generation. Okay, there is no GST applicable. For any other service that the bank will be giving you will be taxable. Annual fees on debit card, yes, it is taxable. Cleaning of wheat agricultural, no, not taxable. Charges for soil testing, again agricultural based, non-taxable. Storage and warehousing of agricultural warehousing of any agricultural produce, it will be non-taxable. Agricultural produce, supply of farm labor, again supply of farm labor, it will be related to agriculture, non-taxable. Okay, so anything which is in raw material form or natural form, again for all those things the GST is not applicable, it is non-taxable. Next, charges for warehousing of electronic items. Now electronic is not an agricultural stuff, so it will be taxable. Renting of vacant land for rearing horses. Remember, all other animal husbandry is non-taxable except horse. Horse is considered as a luxurious animal, so anything for rearing of horses is taxable. Okay, penalty or penal interest received on delay of repayment of loan. Again, loan related, there is no GST, so it is non-taxable. Okay, penalty itself is like it's like a tariff which has been charged to you. On penalty, you cannot have another GST. Okay, interest received on term loan, again, no non-taxable interest pay. There won't be GST. Rent received for rooms for religious purpose, where rent is for a day 750. Again, less than 1000 for a room, it is non-taxable. Rent received for residential house, again for your own residential purpose, if you're using anything, no tax. Rent received for furniture in residential house. Now, furniture is meant for your own stuff. It's meant for you. But if you're renting it, it becomes like a business that you're doing, so it will be taxable. If it would be given furniture for your own use, then that doesn't have any income. There will be no tax on that. But if you're using your personal stuff and you're giving it on rent and you're earning income over it, then it will be taxable. Next, royalty for providing use of technical know-how. Again, anything related to IT sector, purely taxable. Royalty received by Mr. Eager from various persons for use of the song. Again, song, you're written a song and you're sold it and you're getting generating income on your song. Again, it is a service which has been provided, it is taxable. Medical treatment received including operation. Okay, medical treatment is exempted. Receive and suppose in the sometime they will give you medical treatment received, and in the bracket sometime they can give you also exempted. So if it is exempted, it will be non-taxable. Receipt of diagnosis center or receipt of cosmetic surgery to improve look. So anything which is done to improve yourself, like plastic surgery, cosmetic, those are all stuff which is you're trying to modify yourself. So anything for modification is purely taxable. Cosmetic surgery of patient of injury suffered during accident. Now, when cosmetic injury, surgery or plastic surgery is done, not for modifying yourself, but during an accident to recover from that accident, that will become non-taxable. If you're doing just for for like the celebrity when they do to hinder themselves or to improve their looks and all, that is completely taxable. But suppose you met with an accident, you're burnt out, or you're damaged your hand, leg, face, and all, and if you want to do a plastic surgery on that, that is non-taxable. Receipt from transportation of patients. Okay, when you're transporting patient on that, there will be no GST. Upgradation of software again comes under IT field, completely taxable. Okay, so next, programming of software, again software is anything which is IT related, taxable. On-site development of software, again taxable. Training and coaching in different games, okay, different games ke liye, like cricket, football, it will be non-taxable if it is by a recognized sports institution. Service by way of transportation of students class non-taxable. Training and recreational activity related to culture, any cultural activity, non-taxable. Receipt from running training center like a hobby class, drawing and all, non-taxable. Coaching of student in IIM exam, it will be taxable. Coaching for providing TYBCom or TYBMS class in the form private coaching institution, taxable. Private coaching receipt, taxable. Anything which is private related, it will be purely taxable. Okay. Next, placement service. Again, it is a service being provided. It will be taxable. Distribution of mutual fund bonds, taxable. Speed post is like see, if it were a normal postal service, non-taxable, but speed post, that's like a luxury thing which you're asking for. Okay, like it's like a first class thing you're asking for. It will be taxable. Express parcel, again in the same explanation, it will be taxable. Collection of telephone bill and electricity bill, taxable because these are services which have been provided. Rural postal life insurance service, it will be taxable. Pension payment, non-taxable. Transfer of money through money order, non-taxable. Operation of saving account, again as I told you, saving account, but there is no tax, GST not included in that, so non-taxable. Current account, yes, that is business related. Corporate world, anything which is corporate related will be, commercial or corporate related will be taxable. And lastly, insurance of postal order. Okay, insurance on postal order, there will be no GST. Okay, so these were the first around 49 or 50, 49 transaction that we had taken up. Okay, just go through it once, read it once, and just remember, because in the exam, from these all transaction only you will have 7 to 8 transaction. or 8 to 10 transactions, and you just have to mention whether they are taxable or non-taxable. Okay, sure. This was the very first part where we had taken up around 49 transaction. Okay, there are two more videos on this which will be covering up the remaining part of this particular revision. Okay, so I hope everyone have noted down these 49 transaction and have understood whether it is taxable and non-taxable. Okay, so with that we will be ending this video here. Thank you.